Guys, I gotta come clean with you. I gotta lay out a hot take. I gotta lay out a woke expansion plan. Deliver it to your door in your mailbox, because I've been pondering. Look, a lot of people have been mad at me lately because they're starting to understand when I say the market go down, it go down. When I say the market go up, it go up. And lately, you guys have been awful mean on the channel. So I've just been saying, market go down, number go down. This is part of the power of being the most woke billionaire, crypto fat advice business guy who has empty house and also has a sick. He's very buff, but that's me. That's the benefit of being me. You go see my Twitter feed, you see the documented buy and sell dates. Ooh, it's hot. It's caliente. But I'm going to stop bragging because, as you know, I'm very humble. I'm very down to earth. I don't think I'm better than anybody except everybody that was born after 1922. Okay? After that, that's the cutoff. That being said, today I'm going to give you a hot take because I've been talking to my buddy Joe. Okay? I've been meeting Joe at the ice cream shop. I go and join him. He cracks open a coloring book. I hand him his cookies and cream, and he tells me what he's about to do. And what he's about to do, it could be really bad. It could actually be genuinely bad. Look, guys, obviously joke intro, because why not? And I do have to toot my horn a little bit. I'm literally, if you go to my Twitter feed, I'm not nearly as wishy-washy as I am on the channel. I'm shooting like 100%. You should follow me at ZSS Becker. I'm going to get one of these really wrong here. Very, very wrong. I guarantee it. But I have to pat myself on the back while I'm up before I take a cataclysmic wrong turn with my bets on Twitter. That being said, let's talk about where the market is right now and why I'm out of the market right now until 42K and what could happen. Because I think you at least need to be aware of this because it could be really bad. And look, I'm going to tell you straight up, guys, I'm a noob at crypto. I'm a noob at crypto. This has been my first year in it. My calls on when it's going to dip have been more often than not. I'm not telling you to take this and trade based on this. I'm just telling you look at what I am seeing right here and put it into your own thought process and make your own decisions. That's really all I'm saying. So let's just talk about what's going on and look at where the market is at this moment. So what have I been doing? It's the same thing I told you guys last video, okay? Literally, I have the stupidest way to benefit fear. All right. Last video, I told you I thought we were going to see some more dumps. I sold up here, and I told you the same thing I was going to do. When it goes back down to 30, I buy. And then about at 37-ish yesterday, I sold. Okay, because I started to see it taping off, and it pumped up again. That kind of sucked. But now we're going back down again. And I think you can kind of predict what I'm going to do next. I'm waiting for it to go down to 34K, 32K or something like that, and I'm going to buy again. And then what I'm planning on doing is as soon as we bust 42K, which I think we're going to do here on one of these bounces, I'm going to buy back in because that's when the bull market is confirmed up. This isn't genius trading. This isn't me even being a good trader. It's just looking at what's going on right here. If we're not going to confidently smash 40K, we're just not going to confidently smash 40K. And when you start to see it tether off right here, you start to see these red candles start to come in, these big red candles. It's pretty, I don't think you can see it right here, but I'm looking at a lot of red candles in this chart. I just sell. So that's pretty much it. Now, where we are in the market right now, and what I'm going to talk about why I'm not in the market at all, and I'm not buying back in right now at all. I would not. From my point of view, okay, your decision-making process might be totally different than mine. Maybe you bought Bitcoin at like $2,000. You know, in that type of situation, you might just want to hold. You know, who gives an F? Okay, I'm just swing trading this back and forth because it makes sense for me to do it. I don't know. So look, what we just experienced was this huge bump from El Salvador buying, and despite us dipping down right now, I think this is huge, and I think this could restart the entire market because if El Salvador buys and all these other Latin American countries buy, it's going to teeple and topple on top of itself because these countries are going to realize that if they buy Bitcoin and then say they bought Bitcoin, they automatically make an F ton of money, just like when Tesla bought Bitcoin. If they all buy it in tandem, the last Latin American country to buy it, it gets the least amount of profits. And so it could easily steamroll into something huge. So, I think next time if we dip down to 30,000 or something like that, if we're heading back up to 42 really confidently, I'll just hold through it. But the reason why I'm not particularly thrilled with the market right now and why I'm just completely out, besides buying CryptoPunks, because I think that's the best investment you can make in the crypto market long term with the least downside. Again, I could be an idiot, probably am. That's just what I'm doing. But there's something that's coming out in the news that's really just nasty. And it's being just hinted at right now. So as you can see, liberal politicians, look, I'm not talking politics here, guys. I'm literally looking at the political spectrum from a point of money making. Okay, so don't come at me being like, yeah, it's MAGA, or someone's mean. I don't know. Just don't, please. I'm not doing it from that perspective. Look, it's no secret that liberals love their climate change agenda, and it's no secret that they routinely use climate change agendas to push forth their policies and push things that their owners, and push policies that make their donators, for lack of better words, rich. It happens all the time. Republicans do the same exact thing. Please calm down. So, look, we're starting to see Elizabeth Warren coming out and saying that Bitcoin's a bad thing. Bitcoin's a bad thing. Do I think she actually believes this? No. A 2-year-old could research Bitcoin and realize that there's about 9,000 other things that the Democratic Party pushes that are infinitely worse than Bitcoin on the environment. It's nonsense. But it's typical of politicians. So, look, El Salvador picking up Bitcoin in this period right here isn't really great for the dollar. It really isn't, okay? If Latin America all goes in on Bitcoin, they are really independent from the dollar at this point. It's a big threat to the dollar. They're going to make a ton of money off of it while the dollar loses more value. And it's amount of freedom for these countries and really just, again, not good for the dollar. I just said it 5 times. I apologize. I'm repeating myself like a 2-year-old. But it's not good for the dollar. And the dollar is a weapon to a certain extent for the U.S. government and globalist countries. And I'm not saying this from a conspiracy theory thing. Globalist countries are countries like the EU and America. They're very clearly on the same page. So I just can't imagine these countries being thrilled with one of their biggest points of leverage, the dollar, being shaken off by all these countries. So what would they naturally do in this case? Well, we already see Democrats already saying Bitcoin's bad, and we also see Republicans saying Bitcoin's good, okay? And I'm not doing this from a politics standpoint, but we see Texas and Florida really embracing blockchain, and we see a lot of whatever we've seen Elizabeth Warren tweeting about. Now, that's just a double-edged sword because we have G7 coming up. Okay, this is the big, conference shindig. Biden's going to be talking about Bitcoin and whatnot. Okay, so we have a Democrat president who is very, very, very influenced by the climate change agendas of his party. And we have a Republican Party that is embracing blockchain. Naturally, the Democrats are going to reject blockchain. That's just what they do. If one party does one thing, another party is going to do something. And so I don't know why I have this chart up here, but I think it's really clear. G7's coming up, and Joe Biden's being pressured to talk about Bitcoin. What do you think his opinion on Bitcoin is? It's probably not good. It probably aligns a lot more with Elizabeth Warren than it does with than the Republican governors. And I have to repeat this over and over again because people are going to lose their mind. I'm not saying this from I support this political view or this political view, purely looking at money making, whatnot. And so going in this weekend with Biden being pressured to talk about this, I wouldn't hold Bitcoin through the weekend. That's it. That's simply it. Am I saying you should sell all your stuff? Am I telling you what you should do? No, in these videos, I never tell you what to do. I don't care what you do, first off, but also, I'm a very abysmal trader. I'm pretty new to crypto. I held OGN from $3. I made plenty of mistakes. I'm just looking at these factors. And from my point of view, I wouldn't be thrilled about holding Bitcoin through the weekend because the weekends are usually not that good anyways. And if Joe Biden does drop any type of tidbit, just like, we need to address Bitcoin, it's going to take a dump. Overall, guys, again, just to give you my other side of market sentiment, you follow me on Twitter for quicker updates as well, at CSS Becker. I mostly troll most of the time, but you know, I got some good calls here and there. But that also being said, guys, I after this weekend, depending on what Joe Biden says, I'm not necessarily buying back in or throwing it into a bear market forever. I'm just not thrilled to hold through this weekend. That's it. And I'll keep doing the same thing I've been doing. When it gets low or when we start to bottom out, I'll buy. And when it gets high, I'll sell until I see a clean break to 42K. If we bust 42K, everything's going to be awesome. We're going to probably take off from that point. I really see us bouncing from where we're at right now down to 28,000 or something like that. Okay, that's just what I simply see happening. But I really can't fathom us not hitting the goals, you know, around 100K Bitcoin, an 8,000, 10,000 R Ethereum, a $5, $6 ADA by the end of the year. I just can't fathom that happening too. So that's also my stance as well. All right, so this is what I think about things. This is what I'm looking at. This is why I sold. I'm just doing the whole dip roof thing right here and waiting for 42K, and I'll just keep swing trading until we pass 42K, and I'll rebuy back then. Guys, just a bonus thing I'm reshooting just to throw in this video too, because I just want to give you a general video of everything I'm thinking and looking at. The one thing that's also extremely dangerous right now is that alts are not rallying like they were before. Okay, like when we saw Bitcoin bounce up again, we'd see ADA go to like $1.70, $1.80. They're not doing it anymore. All right, Bitcoin just bumped up to like 39K almost, and ADA barely cracked 160. What does this mean? Alts are getting really weak. Okay, if we see Bitcoin take another big dip, we're going to see alts implode. Okay, this is another reason I'm not holding right now. And you guys know I exclusively almost deal in alts. Okay, I don't buy Bitcoin. I don't buy Ethereum. We can talk about that some other time. But if we look at this right here, you need to understand, this is absolutely critical in my mind to understand. Look, if we go back to January, ADA was 35 cents. ADA hasn't taken its dip yet. Bitcoin is at its January prices. ADA is still way the F up. Everyone that owns all their alts, for example, is in massive profits. Okay? Even after this massive dip, I was in massive profits on ADA. Okay? So you need to understand, if Bitcoin takes another dip and people truly think we're going into a bear market, it is going down to here. It is not going down to $1. It's not going down to $1.20. It's not going to dip gradually with Bitcoin. It is going to die in seppuku, and it's going to be terrible. Okay, so you need to be super aware of that. That's another reason why if Joe Biden takes a swing at Bitcoin this weekend, or the Dems do something like that, this is going to be super ugly. So if I were to buy and hold anything right now, I would, if I was committed to buying crypto right now, I'd be buying Bitcoin, because at worst, it's probably going to like 20,000. Like worst possible situation. Cardano could go down to 35 cents. Back to its January price. And that's still a pumped up price because it was at 2 cents. Factor to the sin. But then also, this is just why I have no interest in buying crypto going into this weekend. That's all I got. If you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe. If you want to see what I'm thinking a lot sooner, because I only have time to make like one of these videos a week now. I'm actually really deep in my business right now. If you want to see what I'm saying a lot sooner, follow me at CSS Becker on Twitter. That's it. I'll talk to you after this weekend. Let's see.